Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Roku OS 11.5 update. Now Roku announced this new update today that's going to be rolling out to Roku devices in the next couple of months. So we're going to try our new feature, one of the new features that was announced today, and then we're going to dive into the rest and give you my thoughts on it. Now among the new features that's rolling out in the new update is this thing called Save List. So I have that feature on my Roku TV right now, as it has been for the past couple of months. A lot of new features dropped on my Roku TV. Seems like this is the lucky TV I have because I'm getting all these new features that I showed off in a couple of videos that they didn't even announce. But anyways, this is the new Save List feature, and this is going to be on the what to watch area of the Roku home screen. So the new feature is going to be there, Save List. Now this feature is going to allow you to save shows and movies. Now, if you know something familiar, if you know that feature may be familiar to another feature called My Feed, it's basically the same thing as My Feed. It seems like they're just going to get rid of My Feed. Well, not get rid of it, but move it to what to watch area. So when we go there, I can take a look at shows. Say for example, if I want to save this one, I can add to the save list. So you got a new icon, then you know that it's saved. Now I can go back to the save list, and there it is. Show on my save list. Now I can also do this from search. So let's find something here with the new search menu. So I can hit 4 on Roku. Now I'm going to get the typical My Feed. And when I go to what to watch, now it's not popping up right now because I searched for it, but it should be in the save list in the next couple of moments. So it should be in the save list and the My Feed in the next couple of moments because I put it in there. So, a little delay with that, but when you're searching for a show and you want to save it in the save list on the what to watch, it automatically saves to it. So I can add this one here. It's automatically in my save list. Okay, there you go. The other show that I just searched is now in the save list. This one that I just searched through randomly for in this particular area, automatically in my list, the save list, because I added it to it. Now, if I want to unfollow this show, I can unfollow it, and it should be gone from the save list in the next couple of moments. The interesting thing is that, okay, okay, there you go. When I hit the star, I'm able to remove this show from my list. So I can remove this one. So if I just want to remove something from the my list, or the save list rather, I just hit the star on the remote, and then it's going to give me the option to remove from save list. So I can do that right from the same area. So let's just remove this show from the save list. Now, according to Roku, this option is going to let you save the first movie or TV show to the save list area, and it's going to appear in the what to watch area. And because users often receive recommendations for movies or TV shows, it's also going to be integrated into the Roku app on the phone. So if you want to take a look at it on the phone, if you want to save a show on the phone or movie on the phone, you can save it there, and it's going to sync up to the TV or the streaming services and all of that. So that's the save list feature that we have right here now in the Roku. Now there's some other features that they talked about as well. For example, they talked about a new feature with the continue watching. Now that is a major new feature, that continue watching section that's going to be appearing here. Now, this isn't the feature. This is the continue watching for the Roku channel. So I can take a look at the Roku channel content I have on here, stuff that I didn't finish watch, like this one, for example, and I can go back to it. But they're taking this feature and they're expanding it to other channels. So they announced in the features that they're going to add Netflix, HBO Max, and Paramount Plus into the continue watching section, and they're going to have more partners in the next couple of months after they roll out this new feature. So basically now they're catching up to Google TV, the Fire TV, the Apple TV, and now they're going to compile all these shows that you saved to watch later. They're going to compile it in here. So maybe if I were to watch something like maybe this one, for example, if this show would have been in another area, like, maybe the NBC app or something like that, I can resume watching and it's going to launch into the app and I can continue watching it from there. So that's a definite major new feature, a major feature that they still added from day one, of the Roku 10 update. They still added that from there, but it's better late than never, So you got that new feature. They got other new features too, like updates to the live TV. Now, on a side note, I saw a new feature on the live TV, and I should have recorded that and, lets you take a look at the demo. But they have a new feature on the live TV guide with the categories. So, if I was in the categories right now, matter of fact, let me use Pluto TV as an example real quick. So take Pluto TV, for example. The categories where they have the news, the sports, the entertainment, the movies like that, I can take a look at a sidebar where I can be able to, if I want to go into news, I can jump straight to the news. So let me show you that feature real quick, for example. So if I want to go to the news, I can jump straight down to the news, or I can go to entertainment, or I can go to the kids section, or I can have favorite, areas in Spanish and music and other categories like that. So I can jump to it instantly without having to scroll through. Okay, if I want to check out NBC News, I gotta go all the way up or down to NBC News. No, just one click to the news area, and now I can get NBC News from there. So that's the new feature that they're going to be adding in the Roku channel. Now, like I said, I already had that feature a couple months ago. They didn't even announce it. I wish I would have recorded that, but they since got rid of it. But now they announced it, and they're expected to add that in the next Roku OS update. So that's a definite go. The new categories to jump to in the live TV, that's a definite go. That's a nice new feature right there. They also have a new feature where you can take a look at the live TV on the Roku app. So, they'll have a guide on the Roku app. So, the same guide that you get on the TV, you can get on the phone without having to scroll through listings and all of that and figuring out what's coming up next. No, you go into the app and it's going to give you a good guide in the Roku mobile app, and it's going to let you know, other shows that's airing on this channel this particular time. So they're going to have that on the app. So that's the next thing they're going to add to the update, the grid guide on the mobile app. So that's a nice feature right there. The next feature that they're going to be adding is the entertainment discovery. So that's going to include visual search results. Matter of fact, I already got that feature. I already demoed that new feature in the last video, like a couple of videos ago. So seems like this is the feature that they're talking about right here, the visual search results. So, you can take a look at rows of content here, integrations with Roku zones, channel searches, cast and crew, and other things like that. So they're now announcing that feature, but I always demoed that feature. I had that feature first before they demo it. And you can take a look at my channel if you want to take a look at it. But this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what they're talking about, the visual search results. So, I can search for, this particular, I can search for D. I don't even need to do anything, but I can search D and I can get all the searches within it, like dog, DC, Dr. Phil, and all of that. And then I can take a look at the Roku zone, and then I can take a look at all the cast and crew that starts with a letter D. So if I search for this one, I'm gonna get content with it, with her in it. Channels, live games, upcoming games. So this is the new feature that they're also adding to the 11.5 update, but I already got that on the 11.0 alone. So, why bother waiting from that? I can just show you that right now. A little taste of it. And if you want to check out a full demo of it, I already got that video on my channel, so you can check that out if you want. But that's the next feature that they're going to be adding, visual search results. So that's another new feature that they're going to be adding. The next feature that they're going to be adding is they're going to update the details of a movie and TV show. So according to the listens, they said that 11.5, they're going to be adding detailed pages of a movie and TV show. So when they land on the details page, following the search, they will see a page that will make it easy to view more information, including words available to stream. Now, obviously it doesn't look like this is the exact feature, but we'll see what it looks like with the new update. But in the new update, you're going to have images of the cast and crew, and they're going to have a save button to save the movie or TV show into the save list. And it's going to categorize where that show or movie is, if it's available on the free services, if it's available on the premium services, if it has a channel on the Roku channel, and other things like that. So that's a nice new feature right there. We're going to be taking a look at that when it's available. Now, the next two features are huge features, major features. The first one is what they call the buzz. Now, they're going to be taking the social media like the Twitter and the Instagram and all that, and it's going to have like a nice big social media platform where all these channels like Tubi, Crackle, the CW, and all of that, they're going to be making their posts, and it's going to live in the sidebar of the Roku, where you can take a look at the selected posts from streaming channels and entertainment brands with other content to come on there in the coming months. And the posts will include videos, trailers, behind the scenes images, and other things like that. And they're going to have that on the buzz. And, just like on Twitter and all of that, you can like it, follow it. If you want to take a look at the show, save that show from the behind the scenes, they're going to have that in the buzz area. So if you want to save that show, you can save it, and it's going to appear in the what to watch area with the save list and all of that. So that's a nice new feature right there. And I don't even think that Google TV or Apple had that feature. That's a major plus that Roku's adding. So that's a nice new feature. Another new major feature is the streaming channel. So this old streaming channel, the channel store, that's going away, and they're going to completely replace it with a brand new interface, and it's going to be called the Roku Store instead of just being called the Channel Store. Now it's going to be called the Roku Store, where it's going to offer free and paid channels into it. Now, they didn't specify like if they're going to have premium subscriptions from the Roku channel on there. But that's a nice touch if they do add that feature in there. They should be able to add it. Why not? They should be adding that. But you can add free channels, paid channels, and they claim that the experience for that is going to be a visual and immersive experience of the channel store, where they can navigate through the different categories and other things like that. So this old channel store is going away, and it's going to be replaced with a new channel store, which is going to be simply called the Roku Store. So that's a nice thing. Now, they didn't show a picture of the new UI, but we'll see what it looks like. And once we do see what it looks like, obviously you can come to the channel, and I'm going to have that feature up and running so you can see what it looks like for yourself, demo it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But these two features, the buzz and the Roku Store, now they have a picture of the buzz was obviously I showed it on your screen so you can see what it looks like. But that new feature, the buzz, that's you know that's one of the new parts of the new Roku UI that I've been talking about in the past couple of videos. Like they're building up this, construction, they're constructing the new UI slowly but surely with the buzz and the Roku store and all that. So they're adding these two new features, not only features but overhauls to the UI. So that's a definite plus right there. They're slowly building it and it's turned out to be a new Roku experience. But one problem is that they're still gonna have the same UI, you know, with the channel and the listens on the left side. They're still gonna have that, but they're just adding these new visual enhancements to it and other things like that. But just keep all that noted. Next, they're gonna have new visuals for when you're searching the Roku voice. So it's going to offer thousands of streaming channels for you to search from with the voice, including 300 live TV channels. And they're going to offer more on-screen visuals to make it easy to find search results with the voice. And like for example, in where there's multiple channel offerings for voice search, a display will put on the bottom of the screen with relevant options for people to check out their intended channel and other things like that. And that's what Roku says. So, that's going to be interesting to see how that works. Another final update they're going to offer is Bluetooth private listening. So it's going to appear on the Roku Ultra, select Roku Ultra devices. So not every Roku Ultra is going to get it, but on some Roku Ultras, they're going to get this new feature where you can pair Bluetooth headphones. Now that's a major feature too. Bluetooth headphones, pair it, and you can listen to it with the Bluetooth headphones. So no more need to have the remote and look for the headphone jack. No more need for that. Just take your Bluetooth headphone, pair it to the Roku, pair it to the soundbar, and then you can listen to it without having to worry about having a headphone jack. So that's a major feature. Now, a little bit of a concern with that. Maybe when they announce a new Roku Ultra, because of that new feature, are they going to get rid of the headphone jack from the remote? That's something you gotta think about when they announce the new Roku Ultra next year. Because when they announced the Roku OS 11.5, they also announced a new Roku Express. Now, of course, the remote for that never came with a headphone jack. The headphone jack's always been exclusive to the Roku Ultra and the other things like that. But with that new feature, the private listening with the Bluetooth, that's something to keep an eye on as a bit of a concern. If they're going to get rid of the headphone jack from the remote in the upcoming Roku Ultra when they announce that next year. So that's something to keep noting and keep an eye on. So that's all the major new features that Roku announced. I already demoed 2 of them. Let me just show you them again. Save list. That's a feature that's automatically there right off the top. And the new visual search UI, I already demoed that in full. If you want to check that video out. Now we just gotta wait on all these other new features like the continue watching. Now let me issue my thoughts on it quickly, like the continue watching. They say that they're gonna automatically launch with Paramount, HBO, and Netflix when they launch it. I don't like that. They should have went out all the way and get Peacock, get Tubi, get PBS, get all these channels, crack on all that to launch with it first. All the major channels, not just free channels, but maybe they partner with them because with Netflix and HBO and Paramount, because obviously that's the major channels that people are watching, everybody's watching it. So obviously they have to partner with those 3 companies, but they still went all the way out, partner with Discovery, partner with Pluto, and add all that, the continue watching stuff into the feature in the what to watch section. So I don't like that. Save list, not really a major feature, like I mentioned earlier, the same feature is available on the My feed. What seems like they're doing is they're gonna get rid of that from the home screen and just put it on the what to watch area. So it seems like that's what they're doing. Probably the last thing I don't like is that, again, even though these are like major new features, like this is like the best release to me so far this year of a Roku OS update. But the problem with it is you're still gonna get the same classic channel first interface with like text and all of that. What they should have done is do this. Now let me show you this right here. Now, I know I criticized the sidebar with all these companies like Peacock and Crack and all them like adopting the Netflix sidebar, but for the Roku UI, they should have went with it for the Roku OS 11.5. Like, look at the Roku channel. You see this sidebar where you got the icons, and when you go left, it shows you the text. They should adapt to that UI from there, and they should have implemented it into the Roku OS update. So that's what they should have done, instead of just having the same old UI. And maybe if they would have done that, I would consider that a big update. With that little feature alone, take the implementation of the sidebar from the Roku channel, put on the Roku OS, and that would have been a major update, a major UI overhaul. But they didn't work with that. They just still with the classic text. So those are the three things I don't like about the new Roku OS. But other than that, this is the biggest OS update. Because I can tell from all these features that I mentioned, this is the biggest OS update for Roku this year. And I'm liking it. You got the save list again, not a major new feature, but you got that. Continue watching, that's a major feature. You're getting an update to the live TV on the Roku. You already got the update for the search. You can see the search got the new OS update for it. Already got that. No need to update it. Updates to the movie and TV show detail page. Definite go. We're going to take a look at that when it comes out. The Buzz, major new feature with the social media feed and all of that. And the Roku store. Now, like I said, we don't even have a picture of what it looks like, but hopefully that's a big improvement on that with the Roku store. So come back to the channel, because we're going to take a look at all these features. We're going to demo them in depth, and whichever feature drops out first, we're going to take a look at that, and we're going to make a clip of it. And then when the new OS comes out, we're going to compile, we're going to demo all these new features, and we'll show you what it looks like. So come back to the channel. That always shows you the search UI, major improvement, and the Roku store better be a major improvement. We're going to take a look at that when it comes out. We're going to see what it looks like. And yeah, so come back to the channel, and we'll demo all these new features when they come out. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you got the most out of the Roku experience for this video, and I'll see you next time.